Team here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, offer of which can be found on Amazon.com. Now, I got a question from a long-time subscriber. He wanted to know, how do I deal with my girlfriend being very argumentative, very aggressive, and very combative? And how do I handle a situation like this? That's a good question. When it comes to arguing, fussing, and fighting, and pushing, and shoving, and throwing jabs and blows, I have a zero tolerance for that. I look at it like, see, here's the deal. And a couple weeks ago, I did a video talking about women and people just in general. They do stuff that they think they can get away with because they don't think it's going to be very much consequences or if any, right? So I see it like this. See, if your woman is being very aggressive with you, the reason why she's being very aggressive with you because she thinks she can get away with it. She's not going to be like that when she go to that job that she hates so much. She's not going to be aggressive on that job like that because she knows they're going to roll her up out of there. She knows if she go to that job and she's all aggressive, she ain't going to be working there no more. They're going to call the police in most cases or call security. She's going to be done. You're fired. But see, when she comes home to you, she can blow off steam. You know, she can talk that talk slick, say little subtle things or whatever. And that's because more than likely you let it slide. See, we have to teach people how to treat us. If somebody says something that you don't like, you have to let them know that, hey, I don't like that. Don't do that. You know, I don't appreciate that. But if you let it slide, especially if you let it go for so long, and then it's going to escalate. And that's really when someone is very combative and fussing and fighting and argumentative, that's a sign of disrespect. You should not tolerate disrespect. So, you know, if you let things get past this verbal conversation, it usually escalates after a while. It usually gets physical. Somebody's going to push somebody to the side or shove somebody, or she might slap you or hit you from behind or something like that. And that's because you let it go for so long, and it's going to escalate. And so you have to understand, when people stop talking, eventually they're going to start hitting each other. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? This is why you can't let things slide for so long. So I have a zero tolerance. So, you know, I feel like if you feel like you can touch me, hit me, shove me, push me, throw a blow or hit me from behind with no consequence, and you feel like you can get away with it, I feel like I'm gonna have to get away from you eventually. Now, it might not happen overnight because I don't really know your situation, but I know most people, if they live with somebody, they probably won't be able to leave overnight. But you have to plan your way out. That's what I would recommend. Because see, once people start putting their hands on each other, that relationship should be over. Because I feel like if I don't like myself more around you, then it's a problem. I have to get away from you. See, I have an 80-20 philosophy. 80% of the time, we should be in harmony. We should be getting along. We should be on the same page. If flip-flops, if 80% of the time we're bickering, going back and forth, we don't get along, and 20% we do get along, but something has happened. You know, either y'all not on the same page, maybe her mind was hijacked, maybe somebody whispering in their ears. It could be a long list of things. But what I know for a fact, the person does not respect you. The woman does not respect you because, like I said, she's not going to go to that job and do that. She's not going to go to her parents' house and do that. And she might not even do that with her friends, if she have any friends. See, see, a lot of people play games out here. We act like we got 2, 3 different faces in front of people. We got the face with the boyfriend or the girlfriend. We got the face in front of the parents. We got the face in front of the pastor. They got a different face at the job. So people have 2, 3 faces. So they put, depending on where they at, that's what face they put on. So see, I mean, see, they you know, there's some women, there's some people outside of the household, they get along with everybody well. But when they get home, it's like it's a problem, you know. So don't tolerate disrespect. Don't do it, you know, because this life is just too short to be playing games, to be, you know. And I don't even know how old you are, you know. I don't even know. But what I can tell you is there's somebody out there that's willing to treat you the way you would want to, you know. Like they say, what one woman's trash is the next woman's treasure. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, my philosophy is if I don't like being around you, if I don't like myself better being around you, I got to go. I got to leave. Like I say, it doesn't have to happen overnight, but I'm going to plan my way to get away from you. And I've been in situations like this in the past where, you know, the person was highly aggressive. You know, at one point I thought I would have to throw some blows because, you know, I'm going to defend myself to the fullest. Now, see, there's a lot of people in American society especially that say a man should never, ever, under any circumstances, hit a woman. And I agree with that, but to say that, you know, you shouldn't hit a woman or defend yourself under any circumstances, that's just not practical. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And, you know, at the time where I was in a situation where I felt like this woman was trying to hurt me. Yeah, she's trying to, you know, put my life in danger. So luckily she escalate because I kind of talked her down, you know. But if I'm not going out like that, I'm not gonna let anybody hurt me, you know. So, you know, hopefully the situation doesn't escalate so far like it did for me because, you know, I let a lot of stuff slide and it escalated and it got out of hand. So, you know, you can defend yourself. There is a such thing as self-defense in America. You know, a lot of people forget about that. A lot of women forget about that. A lot of guys forget about that. You can defend yourself by law, male or female. There's a such thing as self-defense. But see, the argument that a lot of people make, especially women, is that males should never hit women because when males hit women, they broke stuff, right? So I'm like, that doesn't make it right. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. I mean, this is the United States of America. There's a lot of violence happening in America. A lot of violence that doesn't get reported. You know, just because a male can broke stuff when they hit women, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to take a beating. I mean, for me to not defend myself, that goes against almost everything that I stand for. You know, I'm not going to be hurt or let someone take my life because they got all emotional and they just felt like I just deserve to be hit on or cut or, you know, I just deserve to be hurt in some type of way. You know, I'm sorry, I can't do it. And I'm not really I'm not a violent person. You know, that's my my natural instincts is to talk things through if things get heated or whatever. I'm not the type of person that strike first and talk later. I'm not like that at all. But I understand a lot of people grew up like that in certain environments. You know, a lot of people are quick-tempered and everything. And I understand that. But eventually you're going to have to learn that everyone didn't grow up like that. Everyone don't get down like that. So you have to learn better. You know, just because you were raised a certain way, that doesn't mean you have to stay that way. You have to evolve and learn better. So that's all I got to say about that. So you can defend yourself. Don't tolerate disrespect, and just plan to get away. Plan to leave that person. Because if you're around somebody and if you don't feel good about yourself, if you don't like yourself better being around a certain person or a certain group of people, you need to get away from them. And 80% of your time you should be in harmony. Y'all should be getting along. You know, of course you're not gonna get along or, you know, I would just say agree on everything. But 80% of the time, y'all shouldn't be going back and forth and fighting and arguing. It shouldn't be like that, you know. So if you like what you heard, check out my blog, ChooseYourRelationships.com. Go buy my book. That's on Amazon.com. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!